Welcome to the Epicenter. This is Frank.
Doppel.
Zebra swirls.
And Banhammer may or may not be joining us today if he can get his butt off the couch and stop playing Shadows of Mordor for a little bit. Okay, let's get started with the anime news. The fall season is upon us. One of the first new shows I was interested in was released, which I haven't watched yet because I've been busy with other stuff, but I will watch it by next week. It is called Terraformars. I don't know how it is. I'm just interested in it.
Hello?
Terraformars. I'm not pronouncing it wrong. That's how. Okay. So there's a space program that attempted to travel to Mars, and they came up with an efficient and cost-effective plan of sending cockroaches and mold to the surface so that mold would absorb the sunlight and the insect corpses would serve as a food source for the mold. It is now the year 2577, and the first man ship to Mars has landed on the planet, and the 6 crew members are ready for the mission. But what they find are giant mutated humanoid cockroaches with incredible physical strength. The crew members are easily wiped out, but not before sending a transmission back to Earth. Now humanity will send elite warriors to exterminate the mutated bugs and claim back Mars.
Claim back?
Okay.
Yep.
It sounds like the bugs got it first.
Well, we sent them to get it ready for us.
Okay, so what type of anime is this? Is this going to be serious or cheesy or what?
There is a picture of a very angry jacked man on the cover here.
Okay.
So I'm ready for slaughtering of cockroaches. I want extermination puns. I'm not sure if it's mecha. This guy looks like he has some kind of an exosuit or something.
He's traveling
Probably if
to
you
the
fight
moon.
giant mutant bugs.
I'm gonna enjoy it. If it's not bad. It might be bad.
Although it might be so bad that you will enjoy it.
It looks okay. The manga looks very violent. Oh, that's a ridiculous face. Okay, this is probably good. The art reminds me of Attack on Titan,
Okay.
so it might be that kind of very gritty shonen or seinen kind of thing. Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty messed up. So yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
So yep, destroy the cockroaches.
Sounds
And
like a good show.
And that's about what I have with anime news. I haven't finished
Yeah.
Zankyou no Terror, and I haven't seen the newest episode of The Comic to Kill yet because I've been behind. But I'll catch up during the week. Probably
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll have a full review of this fall season next week with Banhammer.
Yeah. Plus, I don't want to steal his thunder too much. He enjoys this kind of thing. That's his baby. All right, next up, comics and tabletops. I don't have much comic news, considering I
No.
just picked up my order. But I do have something. So, you know how Wolverine's dying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Wolverine in the X-Men is going to become Spider-Man in the X-Men.
Oh.
I'm not sure if Spider-Man's going to be the new headmaster of the Jean Grey School, or if he's just going to be a teacher. But it should be good. I like Spider-Man, and I like when he takes a teaching role.
Yeah.
In fact, there was an episode of Amazing Spider-Man where he taught the kids from the Avengers Academy, and that was really good. And that actually got me to read Avengers Academy.
Who's in the X-Men right now?
I'm gonna answer that question with another question. Which team?
Oh, okay. Which team will be in the Spider-Man one?
I think the team from the kids from Wolverine and the X-Men.
Okay.
So you have Quentin Quire. You're gonna have a lot of the new ones, pretty much, who don't really have a history, which I like. I like when they give new people a shot.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna have. I think Kitty Pryde. I'm not sure if Kitty Pryde is there or not, but I think Storm's still there. You got the Gladiator Emperor, his son. So it's good stuff. We'll see if the writing stays good. Even though Wolverine and the X-Men has gotten a drop in quality since Aaron Paul stopped writing it.
Hmm.
But we'll see if Spider-Man and the X-Men can pick it back up.
Yeah. I hoard out recently for some exclusive variants.
Oh, nice.
Well, I say hoard out, but I use my GameStop Power Up Rewards discounts because you had 2 variants I wanted. I got a Wolverine, Death Wolverine variant, and I got a Borderlands variant. I'm happy about the Death Wolverine one because I think it was like an 8,000 print run or 4,000, one of those, and it could be worth something, but
It could. There's always a chance. You really don't know with comics whether they're going to be worth something or not.
yeah.
I mean, I have a pretty expensive variant of well, not that expensive, of X-Men versus Avengers.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a crapshoot because unless you really know the writers of the comics, because some writers are so good that
Really,
that
it's just. I say if you like the variant, buy it, and if it gets worth something, good. If it's not, then you still like it. Don't buy something just because you think it's going to be worth something later.
No.
Just buy what you like. That's all I say.
I mean, the reason I got it was Death Wolverine.
Oh, there's Ryan.
I'm here.
Hammer, what's up?
Nothing much. What are you talking about?
We talked about anime before, and we talked about the only show that they released a new episode of so far was Terraformars.
Is that any good?
I didn't watch it yet.
It looks horribly racist.
It looks very 90s comics. I'm gonna love it.
Did you take a look at the cockroach characters in there? It looks
incredibly...
Yes, I did. Especially, I think there's a scene in the manga where they're driving a fucking Cadillac.
They look like Mr. Popos. It looks kind of... When they said humanoid cockroach, I thought like Starship Troopers, kind of like that kind of thing. But these look like people. I don't know. We'll see. I can't wait to watch it. The thing is, I know I'm gonna like this. Now, if it's gonna be good or not, I can't say. But I know I'm gonna like it.
Everything ended this week.
Yeah, it did.
Fall season starts next week, and there's going to be a lot of good stuff. You got a new Gundam, you got Fate Unlimited Blade Works. There's Kaido Kid. There's like a shit ton of things coming out this fall.
I'm excited for Kaido Kid.
I hope they just don't redo the fucking OVA episodes, because there's 12 OVA episodes, and if they redo that, I'll be kind of pissed. Because I waited forever to get a fucking Kaido Kid anime, and if they rehash the same shit I've seen, it would make me angry.
Aw. And we're also talking about comics. If you have anything to add to that, or tabletops.
The comic stuff. I feel like there's something I needed to add, but I can't remember. Oh, the main man Lobo's getting his own DC comic book.
Okay, I might get a DC comic now.
I think it comes out this week. I'm not sure. Whenever October 1st. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow.
Wait. What is this?
Lobo, the main man, is getting his own comic for DC.
Let me check this out.
And I could talk about Gotham and how it's still terrible.
Oh, I got one more thing about comics before we get on to Gotham. Apparently there is a controversy about Spider-Woman.
What?
Apparently something about a butt.
Huh.
And people don't like the butt on the cover. That's all. Apparently that's what it is. Apparently they don't like Spider-Woman's pose. I don't know. And that variant's getting canceled.
Oh, all right. Back to Lobo real quick. Yeah, I know about this. Basically, Lobo's now a faggot.
What?
What? But he's supposed to be 90s.
He's the main man.
Oh no! They redid Lobo now. And
what? No, New 52 redid Lobo. What are you doing to me?
Oh, this is yeah.
I don't see this.
I sent you a link in Steam to the new Lobo.
Oh, he looks edgy.
Oh no,
He doesn't. He's not ridiculous '90s Lobo
he's not
anymore.
a biker.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, look, the second cover has him killing old Lobo's head. That's not Lobo. It's an imposter. He killed the real Lobo.
It looks like friggin' Dante. It looks like Edward Cullen. That straight up
Yeah.
looks like
Wait,
Edward
what?
Cullen. I'll show you. This is the new Lobo. You know Lobo, right?
Yeah. No, I know Lobo.
I'll post this in Facebook for you. Welcome
Okay.
to the new Lobo. Different from the old Lobo.
Fuck the new 52. I was on a CO thread because apparently they're having some stupid event again where things get flashed forward, and apparently Sinestro is a Black Lantern or some shit, and they were just talking about how much Jeff Johns wanks off the Sinestro. Which it's fucking true. Apparently,
Yep.
Sinestro is his favorite character because if you've read Green Lantern, who gets the most development over like the last
Sinestro.
10 years? It's Sinestro. And it's just like always like, oh wow, I wonder how Jeff Johns is gonna wank off the Sinestro this time. Who becomes the first White Lantern? Sinestro. Who controls Parallax and kills the corrupt Guardians of the Galaxy? Sinestro. Who's the greatest Green Lantern? Sinestro.
You saw the new Lobo.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
There are like 50 other characters who are just like that. And
Why
Lobo-
did you have to make him pretty?
Maybe they're trying to appeal to the female crowd.
No, I will say
what?
so-
The high school teenagers?
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. What about that?
I will say that Sideshow has a Lobo statue up. That is fucking phenomenal coming
Now,
out.
is this real Lobo or the imposter?
Oh, I'm gonna link you on Steam to the Sideshow Lobo statue.
Oh, well, anyway,
All around.
while he's doing that, I could talk about Gotham.
Okay.
Please.
So Gotham once
Edward,
again.
Hey, Edward Nigma, are you gonna tell? Did you see the Penny Arcade comic?
Yes. Enigma's there again. Hey, guess what, Chief? Guess what, Chief? Guess what? And Harvey Bullock basically tells him to fuck off, and then he looks all awkward and walks away. So apparently there's some guy called the Doll Maker is abducting street orphans off the street to do God knows what with them.
Tournament dolls.
And they try to abduct Selena Kyle, but she's all spunky and whatnot, and she wants to be called Cat.
Oh.
And
Oh.
it's just more bullshit. Jada Pink, I didn't realize this, but Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith's in this, and she's one of the bad guys called Fish Mooney, and she hams it up to the 11th level, and it's still terrible. I can't wait for her character to die. The only good actors on it are the guy who plays Bullock and the guy who plays Don Falcone. They're the only two good actors in it, and it's just CO did green screen text about how Bullock tells Jim Gordon to fuck off, and Gordon looks forlorn, stares at camera, doesn't have to do things by books now, and it's bad. And then you have grim, dark fucking Bruce Wayne who's being an edgy teenager, cutting and burning himself, trying to overcome fear and pain.
Oh God.
And you have Cockney Alfred going, "Oh, Master Bruce, I haven't told you not to do this, you little wanker." And apparently the Waynes left a clause in their will saying that Alfred's not allowed to take him to a therapist in the event of their death, which
What?
kind of fucking explains a lot.
What is wrong with his parents?
Oh yeah, Tony Mike wanted
That's
to
a
remind
weird
me that
clause.
Corey in the house was in it. He was one of the street kids that got taken in by Bullock and then strong-armed. But it's just, I have to watch it because it's hysterically bad. But you know what? The only good thing I like about that show is I like the Penguin, and I like fucking Gotham because it actually looks like Gotham City. I'd buy that this is Gotham City. They do a good job
they
of
do
setting
good-
the atmosphere for it. But Anyway, the penguin got picked up by bros, and they're like, "Dude, do you know you look like a penguin?" And he flipped the fuck out and broke the beer bottle and slit someone's throat, and then kidnapped another one. And he's basically holed up in a trailer, drawing maps and shit, trying to figure out how he's gonna come back. And you get to meet. Apparently, they're looking at the good people. Montoya and her partner are looking for what happened to him, so they go visit his crazy ass mother. And you know what? I have to admit, I don't mind the Penguin origin story is fucking more interesting than any of the Jim Gordon Bullock bullshit that they're pulling off. Because I actually wanted to see him come back and become a fucking kingpin, because that's actually interesting. But he's just trying to he kidnapped the one guy. He's trying to get money off of him, and his mother doesn't believe him. And he goes, "Well, you must have been such a scamp." And it's just this, he plays an awkward as fuck, but I like this version of it because he's awkward as fuck, but he's like still goddamn menacing. And Sleepy Hollow once again was entertaining.
I didn't see that.
So
I need to catch up.
You're gonna enjoy this because to try and rescue Ichabod Crane's wife from the Headless Horseman and the Horsemen of War, they have to resurrect a kindred, and that is basically Ben Franklin's Frankenstein monster that he built with a coven of witches.
Oh, Jesus.
And in order to do that, they took the Headless Horseman's head and put it on his body because they needed a part of it, and they have to chant the incantation, and the incantation is the Call of Cthulhu thing, talking about beyond death or aeons lie, but only they're chanting it in Latin. And it is phenomenally entertaining. I love Sleepy Hollow.
I'll have to watch it if it's on. I'm gonna pick it up on DVD or on Netflix or something.
Seriously, it is a lot better than it ever fucking should be because it takes American history and it takes like witchcraft and it mixes in Indian mythologies because they have the one guy's a sin eater and he goes into your mind and he eats your sins in order to sever bonds of something that plagues your past or something, and it's just the way how it blends stuff together. It shouldn't work, but it does.
Yeah.
And it was just I really enjoyed I enjoy it because it's just entertaining to me.
Yeah, it's highly entertaining. It's at first I thought, oh, this show's gonna suck, but it's really good.
Yeah, it really has disappointed me because it knows what it fucking is, and then it hams it up when it needs to ham it up, and it's just I enjoy it because it's probably one of my favorite things on TV right now.
I enjoy it because when it does ham it hams up for the right reasons, not.
Yeah, like when Ichabod Crane doesn't understand cell phones, he
Yes.
gets a message for the detective. He goes, "Dear Lieutenant, I hope this message finds you well. If you are reading this, I am currently..." And then he goes on, and then he signs it at the end, "Yours truly, Ichabod Crane." Because he doesn't understand how things work, and he gets all pissed off. He gets angry about the tax that they pay on the tea at the Dunkin' Donuts they're in. He's like, "We fought a war for this. 6%." It's good. I love it. So, like I said, if you get it on, I recommend you either buy it or wait till it comes on Netflix. But it's very entertaining, or you might even be able to stream it if it's on Couch Tuner. But like I said, if you haven't seen it, see it. It's entertaining as shit. But that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, anything else?
Nah.
Okay, moving on to... Oh, yep. What was that?
Huh? I think she's gone.
Yep, she's gone. Okay, well, when you get back, we'll talk. So, next up, technology. I got something funny.
First of all, let's go over the big story of the day, Windows 10.
They're skipping 9.
I don't know why, but Windows 10 seems like Microsoft looked at everything that was wrong with 8 and is trying to fix it.
Well, that's how 7 was. They looked over
Yeah,
everything.
it's basically, the new Windows 7. The start menu is back, and not only is it back, you can actually, it has the live tiles that you can customize to your heart's content.
Oh, customizable start menu. Fred like.
Yeah, So you have your search bar, you have your like little apps, and then on the right side of the start menu, you have your little live tiles you can actually customize. Um, Also, Windows 8, whatever apps they're called, in Windows 8,
Widgets?
the Metro apps,
Oh, Metro apps. Okay.
they were supposed to, in Windows 8 they're full screen, but in Windows not 10, they're going to be window on your.
Oh, so actual like a real program.
Yeah. And the way Microsoft's handling Windows 10 is, it wants it to be universal. I mean, it can't really be 100% universal, but across platform wide. So Windows 10 apps, will work on your desktop or your tablet or your phone or your whatever, maybe
That's a
desktop.
good thing. That's a good thing to shoot for because Apple has that inclusiveness that everything you have is connected to your computer, which I think Windows is trying to beat.
And there have also been some rumblings that some games might become cross-platform between Xbox and Windows.
Uh huh. Hmm.
I don't know the details,
They
but
wanted. They actually were planning on doing that with Halo, but the PC players would completely destroy the console
right,
players every time. It's just the mouse and keyboard is that
right.
much better.
And I guess it will depend on the game if it does happen, but some games, like some of the less intensive ones, or like some games that work better on a controller. Who knows?
Did you talk about how Elo is challenging Facebook, or they're billing it as the anti?
Oh yeah.
I got
kind of
something.
I'm kind of upset it's not developed by British people because it is every time I hear them, think, hello,
Hello.
but it's not. It's developed by some guy who owned a bicycle shop in Vermont.
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay.
So what we wanted to talk about before?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Their new season's tonight.
Oh, you mean Marvel's Gotham?
I honestly watched 2 episodes of that, and I couldn't because it was just garbage. At least with Gotham, it has terrible acting, and I can laugh at it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I gave it 2 episodes, and I'm like, I'm done. See, it's the hammy acting that keeps me coming back to Gotham, and
Yeah.
the fucking terrible Riddler appearances.
But I got something for tech.
Is it Gamersgate related?
It is not Gamergate related. Well,
Okay.
it's kind of, sorta, because it's by one of the dudes who...
Okay, yeah. All right, I know where you're getting at.
There's an app
Yes.
it's called Good to Go. And it's meant to, okay, so you bring up the app and you give it to a prospective partner you wish to have relations with, and it asks them if we are good to go. And they can click no thanks, yes, but we need to talk, and then yes. And if they click yes, then it assesses their sobriety level. And then after that, they have to enter in their username and password. And then relations can commence.
So we're just throwing out, basic morals at this point.
Yep, wait. No, here's the best part. Here is the best part. You want to hear the best part of this?
Not really, but sure.
It stores the data. And gives it to advertisers. And it gives it to advertisers.
And the key part, it stores the data and can give it to the police at any time.
Yep, give it to the police at any time, and it gives it to marketers all the time. So you have to. Okay, there are some basic actions that as a human should be able to take without having to enter in a username and password. That is my take on the situation.
I mean, I think the whole sobriety thing is a good little bit, but
The sobriety. The sobriety assessment is a question it asks the person saying, "I am A, sober, B,
Yeah.
B, not a little drunk, D, inebriated, and E, pretty drunk." And
well, I
only
mean,
if you
if you're
pick
drunk,
B,
then you're not going to be able to answer the damn question.
exactly.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that because you could just go ding hit A.
Yeah, this seems more like a tool people would use to get out of a rape allegation than to actually prevent false ones.
It's like here, sign in, and no.
This whole idea is just odd. I think. Whatever, there's a thing called common sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing called asking, talking with people, and I just don't know. This just seems kind of messed up. It seems like it's creating a problem that shouldn't be. I don't know whether it's creating a problem that never was, or solving a problem that shouldn't be there in the first place.
The problem is people think there is this artificial problem and they have to come up with solutions to this artificial problem. And the problem's artificial. Because it shouldn't, no one cares, but...
Well, I would say people care, but how...
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems... And this seems like a horrible solution to it, because it stores your data, and it gives it to marketers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's things like that make me sad, but then I read about how there's these college kids who are making this nail polish that tests for date rape drugs.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good idea.
I don't mind that.
I'm like...
See, that's more...
Why isn't this already a thing? And then I hear about shit like that, and I'm like, ugh.
I don't know. It's just this whole situation, on both sides of the issue, are nuts. I think.
The other thing I'm worried about is what happens when that gets hacked.
Yeah, and then information about who slept with who is now open to everyone.
I mean, that's just retarded.
So yeah, do not download that app. Do not use that app. It's nothing but trouble.
It's.
I wonder how
common
many
sense.
sorority people are gonna buy it.
Oh man, I'm not sure if that's free.
No, it's free.
Oh, okay. I guess because they just store your information. That's how they pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's ridiculous. Storing info like that and giving yourself a username and password too. That's just nuts.
You know what's gonna happen? People are gonna download this. They're gonna go to a person and they're just gonna like walk away like. Loser.
Or if okay, so the process is you give the other person your phone for them to answer the question. What's to stop them from running off with the phone?
That's true.
Or what's to make it so that you don't answer the question for them?
That too.
Am I the only one that sees that huge, plot hole?
Oh, this is Swiss cheese right here. So yes, it's funny, but it's also sad because they expect this to actually work.
That's actually a really good point. Someone could actually put in false data, and then
Oh wait, no,
later
the account system. You would have to know their account number, or their.
Oh, okay.
I think that's how that's how you would do it.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, still, this is so much holes. I don't appreciate this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to prey on people's fears.
Yeah.
They're trying to prey on people's fears of campus sexual assault, and they're getting a boatload of they want to get a boatload of free information to do it. So that's all it is. They're trying to prey on people.
And they're really not creating a solution. It's just not gonna do anything.
So boo, good to go.
All right.
All right. Anything else for tech?
No, but I think we can move on to a Gamersgate update.
Gamersgate update. Let's hear it.
Do you have anything?
Like I say, it's actually been very slow. There hasn't been any major breakthroughs lately.
I hear there's one's coming though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Milo always has
Yeah.
stuff on the burners, but yeah, it's just become we've drawn the lines, and this is the point where we're continuing to send the emails to the marketers, and it's not just we're not using a template. We're actually everyone's writing their own, well thought out emails to marketers, and
Actually, Polygon's web rankings dropped like a fuck ton.
yeah, all like Game of Sutra.
No, Polygon lost like I think like 3,000 Alexa rating, and and that wouldn't seem like much, but when you're like the top 1,000 site or something, and you lose 3,000,
Yeah,
ouch.
yeah. So that's good. We're
Yeah.
the thing is the lines have been drawn. And we're going to see some happenings come soon, I think. But right now, it's just we're just going at it. It's a thing now. It's a long haul kind of thing. Instead of just being a flash in the pan, hey, let's just look at all this and forget about it in a month.
Mhm. All right, I got a quick Destiny update because
Yeah.
I'm still playing that. Basically, they released a patch I think today that makes it easier to get gear once you're level 20. So,
That's good.
yeah. So I mean,
They
the game
fixed
is
they also fixed my least favorite Crypt Tark person. They put a thing on their stupid post that says one of the NPC characters introduced him to a bag of doorknobs because he got a bad piece of gear, and now he had no problem decoding that.
yeah.
Now if you get a purple, so now you get if you get a purple item like an engram, you'll be guaranteed a purple item or an exotic.
Mhm.
And
That's
how it should be.
Yeah.
I know.
I pulled 2 exotics on Sunday. I almost crapped my pants.
You lucky son of a bitch.
The first one was a helmet, it's a helmet. The second one was a fucking sniper rifle. This thing has recharging ammo, and it hits like a fuck ton. But I mean, it's still is an MMO. You have to do your daily quest, you grind for gear. It's typical MMO.
I just wish I had more variety. It's the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, they really screwed the pooch with this. I think they needed more areas because it's the same goddamn 8 missions.
No, you got to cut it up and sell those areas as DLC.
That's gonna be a big problem. I think like in a couple of years when they release the Ultimate Edition, it'll be fine. But
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just get it for PC.
Yeah.
But I've been playing Hyrule Warriors a lot
yep, I
over
got
the
that
weekend.
too.
That's very good. My only problem is that I think it borrows too heavily from Dynasty Warriors. No, I'm kidding. It's really good. It has a story mode, and the story it's a pretty good Zelda story.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I think the story mode does stuff that most Zelda games are afraid to do.
Yeah, it's definitely the story. It would have been really cool as its own like Zelda game, I think. But the true part of the game would have to be the adventure mode.
I agree.
I think it's because it's the most challenging part, and you get the most progress there. You get different weapons, different characters.
I like the way how they made the overworld map of the original Zelda.
Yeah.
Does it play the original theme music in 8-bit?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's awesome. See, I had a choice. I could have got that, or I could have got Shadows of Mordor.
That's good too.
I'd pick Shadows of Mordor up.
I want to get that definitely. How is that?
Oh, I like it. I really like it. I didn't even know. I forgot this fucking existed until I saw a commercial for it last week, and then all of the reviews came out giving it critical praise. surprisingly really good. I mean, you play as some guy named Talion, this is before Mordor falls, so you get to actually see what it was like for after 2,000 years. So you see there's still like green there, and there's still the human settlements, and then the orcs come, and your family gets killed by a bunch of Sauron black captains, like the ones called the Mace of Sauron, who turned evil after he picked up Sauron's mace off of the battle and now wields it as a weapon. It's full of like lore. You can find artifacts. You're possessed by an elven wraith, and you can switch into that. And the combat's a mix between Assassin's Creed and Batman, and you do decapitations. And the best part is they have the Nemesis system, which is fucking fantastic. I don't know why anyone hasn't thought of this before. There are certain like Auric captains in there that if they'll pick a fight with you, like Urgok the Rhymer, and they all have different personalities, and this fucking guy rhymes at me when he speaks, so I get Cockney rhyme about putting my eye out. And if they beat you, they level up, which makes them harder to beat, and they rise higher in the hierarchy of Sauron's army. And you kill them, and someone else can replace them. But here's the best part. Later on, you get an ability that allows you to mind control them. So what you can do is you mind control one of the lesser lieutenants to work for you, and then you can have them murder a war chief that you can't do, and then you can kill that person and get like double the experience from it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's just stuff like that. It's brilliant. And there's like all types of stuff on there. They have all of like the lore of like Middle Earth and stuff in there. You can pick up artifacts, and it does like the history of it. And apparently you meet fucking Gollum. And one of the DLC missions, I'm debating whether or not I want this, is you play as an elven high king wielding the Ring of Power, and you fight Sauron.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know if it ever happened. I think they're pulling bullshit on
No,
that.
it never happened.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Frank, let me put this into perspective for you. The people who made this made Fear, the first Fear.
The first Fear? Okay, that's sold.
It's just really, really good. I think the combat's just a little bit shallow, but I'm still in the beginning, so...
Do they have any lore from the Silmarillion?
They have all types of shit in there. There's artifacts you pick up. There's just the background stuff of the things that you pick that you see. There's all types of things. They go into descriptions of the Sauron's army, people that you fight, like the Urks that you have to kill. They give them what they're afraid of, what their thing is. And I've already got my ass kicked twice by some Urgok the Backstabber, which is a stealth guy, and then some other guy I ran into by accident.
Do they mention Morgoth or Iluvatar?
I don't.
Those names. Okay.
I don't know yet. I've only played like 45 minutes. But
I also hear that when you die, the whole like Nemesis system, the other guys level up.
Yeah,
too.
they do. They level up, so they're harder to beat.
So yeah, so death is not just game over.
Yeah, they mock you, and then if you run into them again and go, "Oh, I'm gonna enjoy killing you again." I just like the orc banter because the orcs talk to one another. You see, whatever, I forget his name. He's afraid of them flies. He is. He's like a soft skin. You're just fighting Cockney orcs. And then of course you have like I said the main bad guys, which are the humans that are like, I guess, whatever wraith things that Sauron controls, like the mace guy, the guy who has pain. He wears the armor of pain, which apparently he grows in size the more evil he becomes, but the armor shrinks and hurts him.
Oh.
And you got some guy named the Black Captain, which is apparently the right hand of Sauron.
The Black Captain that sounds like one of those blaxploitation movies.
Oh no, but the flavor text for him is some think he might be the reincarnation of Sauron himself. He's so vicious or some shit. And it's just a setup that your family is killed in front of you defending the wall of Mordor, and they kill your family and they slit your throat and they start chanting something in like whatever the language of Mordor is. Yeah, the black speak, and they just go like all out for this, and I'm like, I applaud them. I am really enjoying it so far. But the other guy, I was looking on V, and they were talking about it, and there's like, I don't know if I want to buy the DLC to fight Sauron. I wonder if it's worth. And then someone said something about DLC, and he's like, you can't simply walk into Mordor. You have to pay the toll.
Oh, and one more thing about Hyrule Warriors, the awesome thing that I forgot to mention, is there's the Great Fairy. And the Great Fairy likes to nuke things. In the first battle, the Great Fairy drops a giant bomb on the battlefield and it just nukes people. And also I think she drops the moon on a dragon in one battle, and it's the Majora's Mask moon.
Yeah, I think no. Jim was saying that apparently Link can hook shot that moon and drop it on the people.
He could, yep.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you drop the moon on people.
Yeah, you hook shot the moon from Majora's Mask and drop it on people. It was a really tough choice because like I didn't know what I'm like. I was gonna get that, and then I kept seeing all the things about Shadows of Mordor, and I'm like, I could wait for Zelda. I'll wait until like Black Friday. It might go on sale.
Yeah.
It won't go. It's a Nintendo game.
Yeah, that's true. But I could wait on that. I'm like the Mordor one called to me.
Yeah, I was debating on what to get, but quick going back to Zelda, one thing I really liked about it is they have the like whole weapon system now. It's not just you get weapons like Master Sword. You know, they have all types of like weapons with stats and everything. So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
they do a lot of things that are new to Zelda that I think should be carried over.
Yeah.
The game I was debating about it was between Shadows of Mordor and Forza Horizon, and I went with Forza because I got a deal on it. You know, Forza Horizon, to those who don't know what Forza is, you know, it's the Xbox car racing series, but Horizon is an open world driving game based in Europe. So it takes on like a fictional Europe for like 2 or 3 countries, and what I like about the game is, first of all, they have a selection of cars it's not just a driving game where you just pick, you know, super fast cars. You can get like pickup trucks, Land Rovers, whatever. What I really love about the game is how they do the difficulty, because most driving games, you know, you pick easy, medium, hard, or whatever. Forza, though, you can actually dial in the difficulty to exactly how you like it. So, you know, with all the assist and how, you know, how hard the opponents are. So
Okay.
you can actually, you know, make it so it's your level. And the higher difficulties you make it, the more cash you get at the end of the race. So it gives you the progression system to keep on, you know, challenging yourself. And the other thing is they have what are called drivatars, where what happens is after you race a while, the cloud will actually figure out how you drive and then make an AI opponent out of you. So every AI opponent you face is basically a cloud-generated opponent of someone. So your whole field will be like different people, like drivatars, and they actually race like really humans. So they'll bump into you, they'll race you, you know, like an actual human would. So it adds a little bit to the single player.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really do racing games a lot, but that does sound like a good one.
Yeah. I mean, besides the whole, like, not story, but the whole like Horizon Festival thing, which is basically some like hipster bullshit, you know, the music and stuff. It's probably the best driving game, or might be the best driving game I've probably played ever. I haven't got that far enough, of course, but from what I played from it, it's fantastic. Plus, you know, they have races where it's like, okay, you're racing on the street, now you're just going into cornfields. So yeah, if you're a racing game fan, I highly recommend that one.
Alright, anything else for video games?
No.
Let's see. I've been playing some. I finally got around to playing Civ, the latest expansion. It's not Gods and Kings. It's the one after it. Brave New World. Yeah. And I've been playing I'm actually playing 2 games right now. One is a single player. It's Poland, and one
Okay.
and one in a group with all my friends. Like I know there's like Scattershot's in on it, Scarlet Speedster's in on it. It's pretty fun. I'm the Celt, but Scattershot is the Russians, and he's kind of dominating at the moment. We'll see how that happens as the game continues on.
I think what Civ should do, and I don't know if it's possible, but if they can create a way where you can play Civ, where you can have like a game where you can either play it like at the same time or have it where you can put your turn in and then
Yep,
over
that's what we're
time.
doing. Yeah,
Okay.
everyone does their turn at the same time.
Okay.
The only time it doesn't is when there's two people are at war. Then it becomes turn based.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. I wish there was like some way where you could play it like put a turn in every like if you can put one in the morning and then like when someone else gets up they can put in a turn or something. But
Okay.
I wish Civ would do something like that. So because Civ games take forever, but if you can like piece it out like that, that'd be really cool.
All right. Anything else for the video games?
Nah, I got nothing.
All right. Moving on to the final section where we talk about miscellaneous things. And hello, Ebola-chan. Ebola is in the U.S.
What, they have a case of it, or they just bring
In Texas. In
Oh,
Texas.
really?
Yep. There's a confirmed case in Texas.
I guess the cultists on pole finally got their wish.
Everything's bigger in Texas, even the pestilence. But seriously, Ebola is actually not super airborne contagious, so there's that. That's good. So I can't see it spreading that far, especially the fact that there's not a lot of water in Texas.
Well, I see the first thread on the thing is they're talking about they're estimating 50 million are dead and it's over.
Oh, good old poll.
That is funny though. Apparently that got put on a German newspaper.
Ebola-chan?
Yeah.
Ebola-chan got... Somebody thought that the people from Pole were serious when they were doing dark rituals to Ebola-chan.
Oh, we got blood for the blood goddess.
You know that's TG, right? TG
Yeah.
invaded Pole, and they taught Pole how to worship Ebola-chan as a chaos god.
Yeah, I think apparently they made her the daughter of Nurgle.
Yep, daughter of Nurgle. This is great. Alright, anything else?
It's officially Halloween, or at least the Halloween season,
Yep.
because Walmart has the Halloween cereal.
Oh, the Count Chocula
Yeah.
and all the monsters.
hmm And I saw the first Christmas ad at Walmart.
Boo, Christmas.
Yep, you can now officially do layaway for Christmas.
It's not Christmas till after Thanksgiving.
Or sometimes on Thanksgiving.
No. Christmas season starts when the Amazon Black Friday week starts.
Yep, and it's Christmas. Now you have permission to buy. Alright, anything else before we end?
Nah.
Alright, everyone, thank you all for listening. Thank you for doing this. Everyone, have a good night.